So in this video, I'm actually going to be reviewing the 2017 Financial Times Global MBA Rankings. Now, for those of you in the business school know, you've probably come across this ranking already. For those of you who don't, I'm going to link it in the description below for you to take a look at it. I'm not going to go through all of the top 100, but I'm going to go through a couple examples that really did stand out to me and kind of give my thoughts and commentary on it. I'm by no means an expert, but just giving some of my opinions. And if you have any opinions you'd love to share, I'd love to hear them in the comment section below. One of the first things that actually stands out to me is that INSEAD comes in higher than HBS, Stanford, and Wharton. Now, not taking anything away from INSEAD, I think it's one of the best MBA programs in the entire world in the sense that their placement is very, very impressive. Primarily in Europe, but they're very well represented all over the world, particularly in key industries like consulting and finance. But I love the fact that it's a 12-month program, and I love the fact that they really do make a strong effort at creating a very global class. So I really do love that about INSEAD. One of the things that really stood out to me about this specific example, though, is whether or not the location of the Financial Times rankers, if you will, had any influence or impact over where it is relative to its North American counterpart. So what I mean by this is I believe the Financial Times is based out of the UK, and I know that INSEAD places very, very strongly in the UK, and so their perception of its prestige and its placement relative to HBS, Wharton, and Stanford, which might not be as well represented in the UK and in Europe as it is in North America. So just one of the things that stood out to me being based in North America knows how strongly regarded these three schools are. And so for me, I understand and completely appreciate how strong the INSEAD program is. Don't necessarily know I'm totally bought into it being placed higher than HBS, Stanford, and Wharton, but definitely don't want to take anything away from the program because I think it is one of the best out there. The next thing that really stood out to me is the Kelley School of Business coming in at 47 over its ranking last year, which was 54. One of the reasons why this stands out to me the most is that the Kelley School has a very strong online MBA presence, which I really do love. I think they do an amazing job at delivering the program online and giving the students the exact same experience, or at least a very comparable experience as what they would see on campus. Now, one of the things about offering an online MBA is whether or not these ranking bodies will actually view the program differently as compared to some schools that have an on-campus only option. So it's really nice to see that the Kelley School still holds its ranking. And in fact, it actually got a little bit better despite the fact that its online program is growing in popularity. They also offer, in addition to their MBA program, specialized masters of finance, marketing, etc., through the Kelley Direct portal, which I'm also a really big fan of as well. Now, this ties into the next example, which is the University of Illinois Urbana-Champaign, which comes in at 83 from its previous ranking of 91. A very small movement here, but it's really nice to see given what they've been up to in the past year. For those of you who don't know, the University of Illinois Urbana-Champaign announced a partnership with a massively open online course to offer an MBA program online. Now, what makes their program different from a lot of other online programs is the fact that it's entirely online, number one. It's going to be offered through a massively open online course in partnership with a company, which is a little bit different from the models that we would see traditionally. But even more than that, the tuition is going to be reduced as compared to its on-campus counterpart, and the admission standards are modified slightly to encapsulate more students who might be interested in the program. So because of this initiative, it would remain to be seen whether or not ranking systems will view the program as being diluted or watered down. So it's really nice to see that it's still being viewed as rigorous as it should be. It remains to be seen whether or not this is something that's going to change in the coming years, however. The next thing that stands out is Brigham Young University comes in at 65 from 80th in the previous year. I actually think that this is a hidden gem in that many don't know about this program. It's one of the most affordable MBA programs on campus you can come across. I think one of the reasons it gets overlooked is because of their strong affiliation with the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. A lot of people might not feel that they know enough about it in order to live on campus long enough and to abide by their standards, or don't have any intentions of moving out west and maybe living and working in the Utah area post grad. But it is one of the programs that I think not only offers an amazing education at a really affordable rate, but their placements are also very impressive as well too. So I think it's one of the hidden gems. It's something that you should definitely keep on your radar as well. For you Canadians out there, Ivy edges out Queens. Ivy coming in at 94, Queens coming in at 100. Queens has been getting a lot of love recently because of its joint MBA partnership with Cornell's Johnson School of Management, which I think is an excellent executive MBA option. But for those of you living in Canada, if you're interested particularly in consulting and finance, will know that Ivy is very, very well represented. They do attract a lot of the top investment banks and consulting companies, as does Queens as well. But Ivy in particular is one of the hidden gems in North America, so definitely keep an eye out there. Arizona State, Carey School coming in hot at 57. They didn't make the cut last year. Their stats have always been impressive, so it's nice to see them get some recognition from that. Really, really big movements, not even being in the top 100 and coming in at 57. So really awesome to see that there. Purdue comes in at 69th. Rutgers coming in at 70th, which is really nice. Rutgers, I think, gets overshadowed by a lot of the other high-ranking programs in that specific area. So it's really nice to see them finally get some recognition there. So these are some of the new entrants in the top 100. So really nice to see some of the programs that have gone overlooked for a period of time get some recognition and some love that they deserve as well. So those are the top ones, the top movements that really stood out to me based off of what I see in the rankings. I'd love to hear your thoughts on it as well. Like I said, I've included it in the description below, so take some time to go through it, and I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comment section below. As always, thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.